Hey guys, my name is Blær and Ásgeirsson. I'm here at Open de España, sponsored by Innova Champion Discs, and I'm gonna show you what's in my bag. And let's start with my putters. I putt with the Pro VRs and I've been putting with them for 6 years now. I love how they feel, and I've been getting really used to them, so I don't see why I should change now, because most of the time the putts go in. And let's get to my throwing putters. I will start with the most overstable one and then go down from there. I've been throwing the Toro for the last couple of months and I really like the stability. I love how it feels in my forehand. My forehand is not really good, but it's very forgiving. So I love the stability and I can really trust it in the Icelandic winds. Then I have two AVR X3s in my bag. I have one Star AVR X3 from a good friend, Knut. This one is really overstable. I used it a lot when I was touring in America. Could really trust it in the winds there, also in the Icelandic winds. So I really like this one. And now to probably my favorite disc in my bag. It's a Color Glow AVR X3. I've been using it for at least 3 years now. It's starting to get a bit flippy, so I can throw it on a hyzer line, flips to flat, and just keeps on going straight. Very good disc. I have one Luster Invader in my bag. I've been using this one for 1.5 years now, so it's starting to get a bit flippy. I can throw it on a hyzer, flips up, turns, and finishes on a turn. Really like this one as well. So I have all stabilities in my putters. And let's get to my midranges. I will start with my most flippy midrange. It's the Mac Pro Rock 3. It's really beaten in, and I've been using it for a couple of years now. I can throw it on a lot of hyzer angle, still flips up, turns to the right. So good for tunnel shots or just any scramble shots, really. Then I have two Star Lions. This one is the first run. It's 177 grams. I've been using it for 2 years now, I think. It's that straight. I can just throw it straight, keeps the line, maybe a little bit of lip. Really good one. And then I have one brand new Star Lion. This one is really overstable actually, so I can throw it straight and trust it will have a little bit of finish in the end every single time. Then I have one Champion Rock X3. This one is pretty similar to the new Lion. It's really overstable, so I don't really use it that much. But when I need a little bit more stability, I take this one out of the bag. Can really trust it in the winds. I like this one. And then to my most overstable midrange, the Star Croc. I took my Gator out of the bag because I could trust this one even more. It has crazy stability. So in the Icelandic winds, every time I can trust it. I can even throw it on an Annie into a headwind, still fights back every time. So very good. And let's get to the fairway drivers. I only have 3 fairway drivers because here at Open de España I don't really feel like I need more, but normally I have 4 to 5 at least. But starting with the Metal Flake TBird 3. This one is actually pretty overstable compared to other TBird 3s I've been throwing, so I can trust it in a little bit of wind, just throwing it straight. Has a good finish in the end, like this one. Then one of my favorite 11-time champion TBird. This one is actually lightweight. I think it's around 170 grams. It's just that straight, so don't really throw it much out here, but normally this is a go-to. Then one of my favorite new releases from Innova, the Dark Rebel. It's like an FD. I can throw it on a hyzer, has a good flip to it. I'm throwing this a lot here in the woods. And now to the distance drivers. I have 2 Firebirds in my bag. I have one Color Glow Firebird. This one is not that overstable. It's pretty straight, good for my forehands. I also throw it a lot backhands. Has a stability to it, but not as much as this one. This one is flat and firm, Champion Firebird. As you can see, really flat. It has a good stability to it. I use this one a lot, especially in the Icelandic winds, but out here, not really. Shout out to my friend Alex for this one. Really good disc. I only have one Thunderbird in my bag now. Normally I have 2 or 3. but this one is from my friend Daniel. It's pretty straight, has a good finish in the end. Just a good disc overall. And now Invictus, Swirly Star Invictus. This one is really overstable. I throw it when I want a little bit less than my destroyers, or even a little bit more than my Firebirds. Throw this one a lot out here. And now let's get to my destroyers. Now I have 4 destroyers in my bag. Let's start with the most overstable one. This one is an old run from the Kelvin Halo Stars. It's been my most stable destroyers for I think 2 years now, and still, even though I throw it every single round, it still has a stability to it, but I'm not sure how much longer it will last. So if you have one, hook me up. Next up, probably the most beautiful disc in my bag, Kaboom, Toby Dice Destroyer. It's a Kelvin run, it's the white and pink one. It's really overstable, not quite as overstable as this pink one I just showed you, but when that one will start to get flippy on me, I will start to throw this one way more. Next up, this 2020 Kelvin Destroyer. This is one of my favorite runs of destroyers for many years. It's kind of a max distance destroyer for me. It has a little bit of stability to it, but it goes really, really far. And now, Paul Macbeth Destroyer, really old one. Actually thought this one was going to be stable, but it's my most flippy destroyer. I can throw it on a lot of hyzer, still flips up, gets all of the distance I need. So when I really need to get the distance shot, I take this one. And now to my utility discs. Let's start with this one. It's a Champion Max from Max. So huge shout out to Max Regitnik for hooking me up with this one. I actually beat him in a bet, but I mean that doesn't matter. It's a really, really overstable disc. I like the feel. It's pretty new to my bag. Actually, the first tournament I've been throwing it is going to be this one. So can't wait to throw this one more. And now to probably my most used disc in Iceland, the Champion Ape. This run of apes I have is insanely overstable, so no matter the winds, the storms, the weather, I can always trust this one. I can throw it on whatever angle and I always know what's going to happen. It's going to finish left, or even more down than left. So one of the discs I really don't want to lose, so I'm keeping this one close to me. And yeah, that's it. That's all the discs in my bag. Okay. Let's get into my bag. This bag is from European Birdies, and it's definitely the best bag I've ever had. Let's start with this one. You can see how thick these are. These are super comfortable. You always feel good having this one on your back. Has a good soft thing here. I don't know what it's called. This has huge space for your putters or whatever you want to keep on the top. And even behind here, you can keep laptop when traveling. So, big brain. Then you have space for discs here. I just put my water bottle because my bag is pretty empty at the moment. Huge storage space here for whatever, raincoats, whatever you need, snacks. And in this space you can fit all the discs you ever need, and even have a space here for more. I've been using this bag for just over a year now. Really, really like it. I recommend, and huge thanks to European Birdies for hooking me up with this one. Huge thanks to all my sponsors, Innova Discs, Málma, Toby Dice, Frisbeegolfbúðin. I hope I'm not forgetting anyone. So yeah, thanks for watching, like and subscribe.